Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we are jumping into Series 2 and a brand new festival playlist for Forza Horizon 5. We're taking on this week's Forzathon Challenges Future Classic to grab those all-important Forzathon points to spend in the Forzathon shop and the much-needed points towards the festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing so you can easily find your way back to the channel for more videos just like this. Let's go for 300 likes on today's video. You guys normally smash it. And without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon Challenges. Now, before taking on the weekly Forzathon challenges, you want to make sure you have the Player House La Casa. It will double all Forzathon points for all Forzathon activities, weekly Forzathon challenges, daily Forzathon challenges, and Horizon Arcade. This house will set you back 1.5 million credits, or it's free if you have the VIP pass. Now, the vehicle we're going to be using for this week's Forzathon Challenges Future Classic is the 1993 Nissan 240 SX SE. You can pick this car up in the auto show for 25,000 credits. I've got two tunes up for download this week. We've got a race tune, S1900, 960 horsepower and 4-wheel drive. And I've got a drift tune for Chapter 3, 925 horsepower, rear-wheel drive. Share codes for both tunes are in description and in the comments below. This week's Forzathon shop is a little bit different. We've got 4 vehicles up for grabs, no car horns, and no clothing. The first vehicle up for grabs is the 2015 Forza Edition Mercedes-Benz truck, 600 Forzathon points. The Mercedes-Benz Forza Edition truck is an absolutely awesome vehicle. It can't be picked up in the auto show, so it's definitely worth picking up for 600 Forzathon points. Second vehicle up for grabs, the Bugatti EB110 Supersport, 400 Forzathon points, or can be picked up in the auto show for 1,700,000 credits. The third vehicle up for grabs is the Ford Performance Bronco R, 300 Forzathon points, or can be picked up in the auto show for 250,000 credits. Fourth and final vehicle this week is the Ford Shelby GT500. It can be picked up for 200 Forzathon points and can also be picked up in the auto show for 115,000 credits. You can pick up a normal wheel spin for 80 Forzathon points, or you can nab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 300 Forzathon points. This week's Super 7 reward is a car horn, the police siren. To add this to your collection, just complete the 7 challenge cards within Horizon Super 7. Now, the rewards for this week's Summer Festival playlist. For 25 points, you'll be grabbing the Mercedes AMG E63, and for 45 points, the Maserati 8C TF. For this week's online trial, Elf on a Shelf, you'll be grabbing the Elf outfit, and for this week's Event Lab challenge, you'll be grabbing the Elf hat. For this week's Seasonal Playground Games, Ready, Set, Glow, you'll be grabbing the Chevrolet Bel Air. The 3 PR stunts is the normal 3 wheel spins up for grabs. Seasonal Championship, Toys Under the Tree, you'll be grabbing the clothing reward, a red nose. Seasonal Championship, Good Tidings We Bring, the number 14 Ford Fiesta. Seasonal Championship, Yule the Boss, a Ford Mustang 69. For this week's Treasure Hunt, Blazing Thunder, 50,000 credits up for grabs. This week's Photo Challenge, Merry Little Lambo, you've got the Forza Link chat phrase, Smile, You're on Camera. Horizon Open Challenge, 25,000 credits, and the Eliminator Challenge, got the Forza Link chat phrase, Last Man Standing. Now, in my opinion, the rewards aren't brilliant this week, but still try and complete as much of the festival players as you can to count towards the series completion bonus of 120 points for the gingerbread outfit and 200 points for the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. But with all that being said, let's now jump into this week's Forzathon Challenges Future Classic. Let's get them complete for 80 Forzathon points, or if you're doubling them, 160 Forzathon points. Chapter 1, Chuki. Own and drive a future classic, the Chuki, or mid-generation S13, aka the 1993 Nissan 240 SX SE. Own and drive then, hop outside any festival site or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and Chuki completed. So with Chapter 1, Chuki completed, it's on to Chapter 2, Hayasa. Upgrade for extra power and push your 1993 Nissan 240 SX SE until you reach a top speed of 175 miles an hour. Now, the best place to reach 175 miles an hour is going to be the motorway within the free roam map. Here we go then, 175 miles an hour. This shouldn't take too long at all. Already up to 4th, already up to 150. 5th gear into 6th. There it is, Hayasa completed. So with Chapter 2, Hayasa completed, reaching 175 miles an hour. It's on to Chapter 3, Dori. Feeling acute angles, might delete later. Earn 10 ultimate drift skills with your 1993 Nissan 240SX SE. Now for this chapter, I'm going to switch into my A-Class drift tune. Now this chapter can be completed absolutely anywhere within the free roam map. It can even be completed during races if you're feeling lucky. But I'm going to be using the roads and the racetrack around the Horizon Mexico Festival site. So to achieve ultimate drift, you need to hold a drift for a sustained amount of time. I would suggest turning off stability management and traction control and using manual gearing. Keep this drift tune in 3rd gear, initiate the drift with a little bit of power, hold it sideways, like I say, for a sustained amount of time, and you'll soon earn those 10 ultimate drift skills. And after a couple of minutes of sliding around in my 240SX, that's Dori completed. So with Chapter 3, Dori completed, it's on to our 4th and final chapter, Hashiriya. Dominate the competition in your 1993 Nissan 240SX SE by winning 4 street race events. If you don't have the street race events unlocked, you need to head into Horizon Adventure, earn tokens by playing through the Horizon 5 campaign, and unlock the Street Scene series. Once you have the street scene unlocked, head on into your map and then filter by the street race events only. This makes them a little bit easier to see and find. Now you can use any street scene race you like. I'm going to be using Tunnel Run, located just outside Guanajuato, where I have created a blueprint called Future Classic Chapter 4, 3.5 miles in length, one of the shortest street scene races on the map. If you want to use it, search for game tag Skippy 4631 or use the share code 116021 Now, driver type difficulty doesn't affect weekly Forzathon races, and as we do need to win 4 of them, there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going to go new racer. Here we go then, race number 1, and all we've got to do is get to the finish line first. That's exactly why I've gone new racer, and I've opted to do the full race this week purely for the credits and the influence, but all we've got to do is win 4 street scene events. And across the line, race completed. And after winning the 4 street race events, that's Chapter 4 Hashiriya completed, finishing off this week's Forzathon Challenges Future Classic, grabbing the much needed Forzathon points towards the Forzathon shop and the 5 points towards our summer wet season. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. We will be completing the rest of the festival players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. Like rating would be much appreciated. Stay safe and have an awesome day.